Tonight, the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series returns to Talladega in the next gen cars tonight. Right now, as we stand, Trevor Harmon fast in practice with Aaron Stanton, Braden Powers, Dustin Seck, and Tyler Markell the top 5. Wright, Gladwell, Bryce, Trevor, and Wright the top 10. With just a little over 2.5 minutes remaining in practice for a moment. Right now, just waiting for things to die down a little bit tonight. A couple cars on track at the moment still. Kevin Allen right now pushing 23, and Frank Chavez around right now. That's going to move Chavez up to 19th, Allen up to 18th spot. Jared Smith from the UPS Ford Mustang. Price is pin entry. What's up, Gabe? So of course they're in right top 10. Harmon, Stanton, Powers, Zett, Markle, Wright, Gladwell, Hinton, Trevor Asbernoth, and Corey Wright. Points coming into tonight. Of course it takes up part of the whole screen, but hey, it is what it is. Mark Pearson, Corey Wright, Lyndon Velicky have already locked themselves into a playoff with their wins. Got Dylan Connolly, Taylor Austin, Gavin Henson, Timothy Cook, Taylor Markle, Gordon Gladwell, Aubrey Thompson, Justin Millicar, William Bruton, the top 12. Of course, top 12 is what gets into the playoffs. So now with about 5 seconds remaining, qualifying up next. So right now, Scott White on track to kick us off with. As a matter of fact, Logan Young will be the first one to get us started here. It's going to be hard to keep track of guys as they go across start-finish line, as everybody's just about coming out all at one time on my screen, so we're going to do our best to try to keep up with everybody. Laying down a lap. We're going to miss a lot of them though. Aaron Stanton, heartbreaking finish last week at Atlanta. Was not able to get the job done. Caution coming out at the end. Alright, now Stanton looks for redemption, so to speak. So right now, Logan Young looks to get us going here. So right on board with the driver to 167. So Logan Young to start his first of 2 laps. To complete his first 2 laps. Survey says at the line 54 218. Stan Stone's right behind him at a 499. Right now, Trevor Harmon on track to knock off Taylor Markwood is not enough as an 8:14. Start his first lap. Not Dylan Conley. We're not get looking at number 95 of Decon himself, with right now sitting 5th with a 54.276. Good enough for 5th at the moment. Looking to really try to get a bigger gain. Right now, even with the 73 of Scott Wright, who right now is on track to put down a faster lap, and he will go up to 2nd. For Deacon's lap, top of the board, Dylan Conley, 53.726. Well, last week's winner. Landon Velicky. Kind of messed up on the entry there. Kind of washed out a little bit higher than I think you wanted to. And it is going to hurt his lap time. A 54.123. 19th quickest. All that being said, Miller Card, top of the board. Robbie Adams to the line to complete his 2nd lap. Adams will go up 7th quickest. Scott Lee, 53.846, not very much of a gain. 19th quickest. Right now, Mark Pearson. We're focusing on him because right now, fastest in the first half of the racetrack, going to come off turn 4. Well, yeah, beat Millicar 690. At the line, Mark Pearson for the pole. It is not fast enough this lap. 53.720 for Pearson. He's going to call it done. Aubrey Thompson to start his lap. Focus back in on him in a minute. Right now, Jared Hayes. $55,387 for Hayes. Right now, 25th quickest. Well, he ought to get a big improvement here on this 2nd lap. Well, right now, Haynes is in the... He's in the range from anywhere from about 4th to about 23rd, according to the first half. Well, I see where he sizes up. Off of turn 4, through the tri-oval. Jared Hayes, this is enough for the front row. 53.75 P3 for Haynes. Focus back into Aubrey Thompson. Well, right now, Thompson 28th quickest on his first lap. A lot of drivers do a throwaway lap to start with. Well, right now. But it's going to be a massive game, but I do not see it being pole worthy. Not compared to where he's at on the first half of the racetrack, cutting the apron. Aubrey Thompson for the pole position. Third quickest for Thompson. Oh, Trevor Avernoth. barely stinks away with the pole. Oh, that being said, Brian Stanton still had no qualifying. Well, Hinton's that's good enough for 5th. And then there's one driver left to make a qualifying run, but I do not think with a minute left. Now 50 seconds. Yep, he ain't gonna have time to get it done. Well, right now, as it stands, Trevor Avernoth, your pole sitter for tonight over Justin Millicar, Corey Wright, Aubrey Thompson, Brian Stanton, Jared Haynes, Charlie Morgan, Mark Pearson, Dylan Connolly, and Gordon Glidewell. The top 10. Can't get a word. Alright. So as the field gets ready to run here, we'll go ahead and go through the starting grid for tonight. There ain't no 30 laps either. So on pole for tonight, Trevor Avernoth. Next to him, Justin Millicar, Corey Wright, Aubrey Thompson, Brian Stanton, Jared Haynes, Charlie Morgan, Mark Pearson, Dylan Conley, Gordon Glidewell, Gavin Henson, and Kevin Winker, the top 12. On down through the field, Robbie Adams, Timothy Cook, Frank Chavez, Dustin Sett, Corey Wright, Logan Young, Juan Carlos Jr., Taylor Markell, will round out your top 20. Braden Goins, Taylor Austin, Aaron Stanton, Jared Haynes. That'll be 21st through 24th. Then, of course, Kevin Allen, Trevor Harmon, Scott Lee, Willie Bruton, Braden Powers, Landon Velicky, last week's winner. Aaron Rowland and Bradley Berry rounds out the 32 car field for tonight. Can you get Trevor Asronoff in here real quick? Trevor Asronoff, Gary Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. I want to ask you tonight, Jack Shack number 89 looks fast tonight. Does it have what it takes to be a winner?
Oh, brother, she is rocking tonight, baby. Jack Shack's rocking. Yeah, she's capable. I just got to get her there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do a little foreplay there in this race and get her to the climax to the end. But we're gonna try to make something happen tonight.
Well, but I got one question for you. Then I'll let you get ready. With these kind of cars, you know, you can push a whole lot easier with these cars compared to other ones. How do you foresee this race going? Kind of calm to start with, or everybody's going to be ready to go right out the gate?
Yeah, these cars are very momentum based off of the lines that the cars run, who's on what line, who's pushing, who's cool, who's hot. I think they're gonna take it pretty easy here at the start. I'm hoping. They were already calling it in qualifying that they were going to split me every which direction. So that might happen, but there might be a couple blocks thrown by the old Jack Shack 89 up here at the start. But aside from that, I think we're gonna go pretty green here, hopefully, and take it to the end. Hopefully, we got to go green flag race. That'll be nice to see here tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. I'll let you get strapped in, ready to go. Appreciate your time.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the broadcast, and hopefully we'll see you tonight.
10-4. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
That's Trevor Asronoff starting on pole for tonight. So Asronoff, the middle car, will bring them down. We're into the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling. Down back straightaway, Asronoff leads, being pushed by Corey Wright. Bryce Hinton in the 36 already making gains, so is the 7 of Jared Haynes. Of course, not going to really, of course, I just ran the HDR race with these cars at Talladega. Not really going to see the outside lane. You're really not going to see a lot of side drafting being able to work tonight. You have to be smart about making your moves. And Asronoff will lead the first lap. Right now, another car started outside front row, slipped all the way back to 7th spot. Joey Morgan trying to make something happen on the outside lane, and much like Miller car, not a whole lot working for him right now. See, not a little bit loose, as a matter of fact. Asronoff coming to pit road. It is a black flag for Trevor Asronoff. Unsure what for, but already not tonight. Asronoff won it also. Jared Smith is in the pits as well. Right now, Morgan leads down the back straightaway, getting a great push from Justin Miller car. We're right on board now with the 84, who now trying to surge out ahead to the early lead. Caution's out. Aaron Stanton slow on the racetrack. Robbie Adams involved in this. Kevin Winker already down to pit road. Shows that Dylan Conley got some damage involved here. And under our first caution now, with 47 to go. Take a look, see what happens. Net cut off Thompson and then Velicky. Nothing really anybody could do there. Stan's gonna go for a big slide, gonna get clobbered by Robbie Adams. Take another look here. From slow motion. Well, Kevin's gonna come down, not really all that much. Just a little bit more. I don't see no contact, just looks like net code from my vantage point. But from there, it's gonna come down, collect. Landon Velicky, last week's winner. Deacon's going to sneak through with, if any, damage at all. But then Aaron Stanton's going to get turned. The 362 is going to go around. They're going to make contact. You see a hard hit by Winker. Right on board with. First, let's right on board with Kevin Winker through this. Maybe against the net code, going to go around. Well, he tried to lock it down. He did everything he knew how to do. Weren't really a situation you don't know how to drive out of it. You can't really drive out of it. From Aaron Stanton. Rewind to here first. Nothing he can do. You see how little time he has to really react. He lets all about best he can, but by then it's already in his lap. Last camera view. Robbie Adams. Right now, Robbie Adams the only one who has had to use his fast repair. Right now, it's Charlie Morgan leading. There's top 20 as they stand. Charlie Morgan, Bryce Hinton, Willie Bruton, Justin Millicar, Trevor Advernoth, Mark Pearson, Corey Wright, Jared Hayes, Gordon Gladwell, Aubrey Thompson, your top 10. But right now, top 3 did stay out under this caution, as did Trevor Asbernoth. Everybody else from Millicar on down did make a pit stop. All right. Charlie Morgan, Bryce Hinton brings us down to United Rentals restart zone. We're back rolling. Get a look at the drone cam giving us all the action as the Thunder in turn number 1. Razornoff trying to push that 84. Trying to get outside lane rolling. And right now, Bryce Hinton storming down the back straightaway, getting a push from Millicar. Well, Hinton now out to a pretty good lead. Astronaut and Millicar both clear for the moment. They're going to drop down to the bottom to cover Charlie Morgan. Jaron Hayes, Aubrey Thompson now had to try to pull that outside lane. Right now to 60, trying to get up to them as well. That would be Gavin Henson. As here comes the field off of 4. Well, Brian Hinton will lead his first laps in the race tonight with 43 laps to go. See, oh, Thompson gets turned. Hard into the wall goes Thompson. The Cookie King doubles number 0. Well, I say he hit the wall. It don't seem like there's a lot of damage to that car. Get a look at our rear chase camera. Don't think he hit anything. Let's look. Getting pushed by Henson. It looks like the 083 possibly comes up. Oh, he does. He's going to make hard contact with that wall. Look at it one more time. Slow motion here. You see Bruton coming up. Coming up. Just tags Thompson. That's all she takes. Thompson goes around. Man, Mark Pearson, how he got through that, I have no idea. The bad thing is Thompson's not going to be able to get it wood up in time, and bam! Hard into the inside wall. See some drivers coming down. So they're coming down pit road. Pretty much all your leaders, Kevin Winker, will stay out to take the wave around. Right now, Landon Veliky being shown out of the race. It's just a Millicar wins the race off of pit road. We're a bit, if I can get my words right, premature in saying everybody pitted because Trevor Harmon stays out under this caution. We'll jump up 25 spots before he started this race. Thompson up here. Harper Thompson, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast. But you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, saw a pretty good hit into the inside wall. Is the car, were you able to get all the damage repaired, and can the car still contend for the win up here?
Yeah, I ain't got but, where they at? I should be, I'm gonna be close to getting it all fixed. If not, I'm gonna have like 5 seconds left.
Well, damn, we're right there coming off of 4, but I wanted to ask, what did you feel like happened? Do you feel like, just take us through, were you aware that he was coming up the track, possibly trying to side draft you, or what did you feel inside the car?
No, at first I thought it was the guy behind me pushing through me, but then the dude that was up below me apologized to me, so it's all good. I mean, it's just, I've been having bad luck the past couple of days, so it's all right.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir.
So already not the night Thompson is wanting to have. So to re-rack them. Right now, Trevor Harmon, Justin Millicar, 1-2. Trevor Aspernoff, Bryce Hinton, 3rd and 4th. Jared Haynes, Gavin Henson, 5th and 6th. Morgan Glidewell, 7th and 8th. Wright and Cook Jr. rounds out top 10. From there, Bryce Young, Taylor Austin, Connolly Adams, Powers going, Wright and Chavez. 2nd, Aaron Stanton rounds out your top 20. All right. Harmon and Millicar. Let's try this again. 40 to go. Gonna make it 39 whenever they cross the start-finish line. Down and back straight away. Justin Millicar right now side by side with the 029 of Harmon now as they enter turn 3. Justin Millicar is not letting a lap all night, and at the line, give it to Harmon. No, give it to Millicar. Well, Justin will lead his first class, of course, comes in the points tonight, right on the bubble. Sitting 11th in the points. Top 12 will get in with the winner you're in system. Makes it extremely hard for drivers to try to maintain the top 12. Right now, Millicar to the bottom. Right on board back here in the back. Dylan Conley now. Take us on board, you'll see exactly what he's seeing. Massive checkup. Really having to roll out the gas. Right in front of him, Robbie Adams is involved in our first caution up to down on lap 3. Trying to work himself up back inside the top 10. massive run at the bottom lane, gets done back straight away. All right, now single file freight train on the bottom from first all the way back to about the top 10. Still led by Justin Millicar. They're scattered all back in about mid-pack. '76 below the yellow line. Kevin Adams is right now. Aubrey Thompson trying to work himself back up into the top 15. Right now, 00. Scott Lay in the pits. Got 2X. We'll see what happens. He takes a massive slide into the inside wall. We want to focus in back up here at the front. Right now, you look at Mark Pearson, the winner from 2 weeks ago at Talladega, of all places. Right now, Pearson running back in about the 18th spot. Just hanging outside of this top 15 row. But right now, still Millicar leading. Right now, the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series biggest movers of the race since the start of the race. Braden Powers up 19 spots from where he started. Aaron Stanton up 11. And Aaron Rowland back in 24th, up 7 spots from where he started. They are the Midnight Racing League's biggest movers of the race so far tonight. Right now, Robbie Adams trying to make that outside lane work. The only issue is he ain't got no help in sight right now, so we'll see how that car can handle on the outside, but more than likely going to be slipping backwards. As Millicar still leads over Hinton, Avernoth, Jared Haynes, Charlie Morgan, Corey Wright, Timothy Cook, Dylan Conley, Brain Powers, Dustin Seck, the top 10 as they run right now. I'm bored with Dustin. See what he's saying. Well, right now, coming up on the lap car, I would believe. I'm not sure who that is. About to find out here. Right now, they'll put Jared Smith 13 laps down. Right now, Stan's trying to get that outside lane formed up. course, Aaron Stanton came so close last week at Atlanta. Unfortunately, just was not able to hold off Landon Velikey and Kenny Real in the final overtime attempt. And by the time he can make a move to get back to the lead, caution flew and it was not over for Stanton as contact with Adams in another car. Thompson on the apron. He's going to blend back up. No harm, no foul. 3 wide for the moment. "30 laps to go." We're going back here to actually a second pack that's formed up. Outside the main pack, led by Frank Traves, got Trevor Harmon, Aaron Rowland, Tyler Markell, Willie Bruton, and Bradley Berry mixed in with them. Gotta go back a little ways to find Kevin Winker and Juan Carlos Jr. You see him, Landon Velikey back out onto the racetrack, 1 lap down in the 31st position. Well, Velikey ain't got to worry about points no more with his win last week, so right now he can afford a bad race. I know that ain't what he wants to do, but if you're Velikey, you're not in that pressure situation like some of these drivers are going to be over the next couple of weeks. Down back straightaway, outside lane, still trying to get formed up. But still majority on the bottom is going to hinder that process. Going to be 28 whenever they hit the tri-oval again. Right now, as they stand, I think we're a lot. Oh, we've had trouble in the back. Oh, massive trouble. Caution is out. Dustin Zek, Aaron Stanton's involved in this. Pearson, Glidewell, massive damage to Stanton. Robbie Adams is involved in this. Already 1 fast repair used. The night is done for Adams. Dustin Zek, guys, gotten a piece of this. Mark Pearson, even more damage to the front of that car. Gordon Glidewell says he has a little bit of the action done. Taylor Austin, massive damage. All right, let's see what happens. Thank you from our crash chopper cam. There you see standing on the outside, getting pushed from Pearson. 1 shot, 2 shot. They're just gonna. They almost right there. There's where it is. Stanton hard into the wall. Then there's more wrecking up above where they're at. Follow Mark Pearson through this. Well, there's a contact between him and Stanton. Stanton's gonna get right hooked into the wall. Rewind it. Oh Lord, Robbie Adams. Remember, Adams gonna get majority hit damage from there. Okay, I see it. Just to look at it from Taylor Austin camera here. So right here, you're gonna see Stanton's gonna get that hit from Pearson. Semi truck gonna get clustered. From there, you see the 25 comes up the 021 makes contact. Pretty much thought they were going to have it saved. Till they didn't. Right on board Robbie Adams. Everybody's going to hook Stanton. And from there on, I did 25 lose that massive shot. That's all she wrote. So for Robbie Adams, night's done. And Justin Millicar is your leader. Right now, as it stands, Justin Millicar still your leaders, led 13 laps tonight, most out of any driver so far. Brian Stanton, Trevor Asmernaud, Jared Haynes, Corey Wright, Charlie Morgan, Gavin Henson, Timothy Cook, Braden Powers, Dylan Connolly. The top 10. Justin Millicar, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, man? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. 25 to go. You got a bad fast number 84. Do you believe you got what it takes to end the winless streak tonight?
I think so. I mean, there's always a chance of these races getting a little wild, but so far it's been pretty good. Wish we had some more teammates up here, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So we'll have to see, but I like the paint scheme. Shout out to Timothy for the paint scheme.
All right, buddy. I'm going to drop you back down, let you get ready for this restart here.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep. Not a whole lot. Still concussed as always. So Millicar Hinton brings them down to United Rentals restart zone. 24 laps to go when they take the green. Great start by Millicar, about the best you could ask for. Yeah, but the only issue is now bottom lane severely disconnected. They're going to get sucked up right back to each other. About the best thing that can happen outside the lane, even though they're all connected. Did not get a good start. Matter of fact, it's going to allow the top four to kind of get single file down the back straightaway. Right on board now with Millicar. The Astronaut's really pushing the crap out of the 84, trying to get him to go. Well, you know, Astronaut's not going to be winning right around for much longer. I can name about several drivers in the field that would be doing that. Well, down back straightaway, still sticking flat out. One car hard into the wall. Well, 97 of Bradley Berry. Warren Glidewell saying that he's got a piece of this. Does Zach. Berry was the only one to go around. And under caution for the third time tonight. Let's see what happens. Get a good look at it here. Him and Zach make contact. That 97 hard into the outside wall. You can't get a look at it from the far chase. Ryder's already stuck 3 wide. Needs to get down. Wants to get down. From there, just kind of cuts the 022 off. Fernandez on. Bam. Hard into the outside retaining wall. Right on board. Well, let's see where this all starts. Right here, this is where it's all going to start a lap prior. He's going to take it 3 wide, thinking he might have some help coming with him. But right now, he continues to stay in that 3rd lane. And here comes Pearson with a run. He's going to put him 3 wide. So he has opportunities to drop down, but to who's their own. But right here is where he's going to be in trouble. Got Velicki to his inside. He's got Roland to his inside. He's top of 3. Comes down. Kind of leaves the 022 number. Now, could Dustin have lifted? Yeah, probably. But then you would be talking about a stack-up effect. That would probably create an even bigger mess than what we got. But from there, hard into the wall. That being said, we're back live. Right now, 20 to going to be 21 to go. 20 when they get back to the start finish line. More likely 19 when they take the green flag. Got Willie Bruton up 24 spots where he started. Trevor Harmon up 21. Trevor in the mix all night. Kevin Winker is had an up and down night. Right now in 6th. Tell you one driver that's really rebounded a lot. Landon Velicki. They're going a lap down earlier in the race. Has fought himself back up into a right now top 20 spot. Couple of drivers taking a little bit more feel under this caution. A lot of them has been involved in a couple of wrecks tonight. Tyler Markell, Gordon Glidewell, Dustin Zeck. Right now, drivers out of the race as they stand. Robbie Adams joins Aaron Stanton and Jared Smith in the garage. Still 29 drivers with a chance to win it. So the re-racket was going to be 19 to go when they take the green flag. Trevor Avernoff, Charlie Morgan, first and second. Willie Bruton, Logan Young, third and fourth. Winker Harmon, fifth and sixth. Then you got Corey Wright and Timothy Cook, seventh and eighth. Henson and Millicar, ninth and 10th, respectively. Alright. Pace truck is in. Let's try it again. Avernoff and Morgan brings it down to United Roads restart zone. We're rolling. Right now, Morgan hanging strong on that inside that number 89 of Trevor Avernoff. Down the back straightaway, nobody really making nothing crazy yet, snaking their way. Right now, Avernoff side drafting hard off the 69. Here it comes. Here comes Logan Young in that 167. Trying to push Morgan clear right now, outside lane, hanging tough with him. Going to be 18 to go when they get back to the start-finish line. At the line. Give it to Charlie Morgan. Morgan's left 5 laps tonight. Of course, Millicar still holds the most at 16. So one car way up out the groove. Even higher up out the groove. 3 wide, down the back straight away. Well, you see, Morgan still trying to fight to get clear of Avernoff. He does. Now the outside lane starts slipping just a little bit. Of course, that last iRacing update, the next car took away a lot of that damn side draft that you see. So the side draft not as effective. Really kind of derails that outside lane a lot. As Morgan now leads to the Troval. I think the guy that'll win this race will probably be the one that is able to get the leader off the bottom if they're able to. So I do not foresee the outside lane. I don't foresee the outside lane really trying to form up that big of a run like we've seen in times past. So Logan Young, few blinks there down the back straightaway. Everything's settled out right now for the 167. I think he can just sit here and ride for the most part. Is right now Avernoff still trying to make something happen with that outside lane with Kevin Winker, Timothy Cook, Gavin Henson, Landon Velicki, and others. But right now, Morgan leads. We're on board now with Charlie Morgan as they enter turn 1. Caution's out. All right, I reckon I'm big on the back straightaway. Trying to see who all was involved. There's several cars back there in the back. Kevin Allen, massive damage. Scott Lee said he got a piece of it. Jared Haynes for Mark Pearson. Well, let's see what happened. Landon Veliky says he's got damage out of this. Down the back straightaway. We're 3 wide for starters. Powers comes up in front of Veliky, and from there it's on. Gonna clip Hayes. Man, oh man. Back on there with Landon Veliky. Right off 4. We're going to put Henson 3 wide for the moment. It looks like, okay, Veliky comes down a little bit. Probably at the last ball second. Powers also comes up, but Veliky comes up. You see a 60 into the wall from there. Mark Pearson's going to get a quick nudge. Aaron Rowland barely missing this, wrecking the 29. Several other ones involved. Let's go on board with Braden Powers through this. Just his turn. Not really much. Not really much he could have done. Landon Veliky's perspective. There's the 3 what happens. Comes down. Just sucks him. I do want to go on board with this cat right here. See how close it was for Aaron Rowland. Closer to where he wants it to be, that's for sure. Woo! Right now, as it stands, Astronaut still a leader. Corey Wright, Justin Millicar, second and third. Right now as it stands, top 10 we're going to re-rack them. Trevor Aswornoth, Corey Wright, Justin Millicar, Corey Winker, or Kevin Winker, don't know where I got Corey from. Winker and Millicar, Cook and Chavez, Pearson and Austin, Wright and Goings will make it Haynes now to top 10. I think Sundriver's really trying to stretch it on fuel here. Been just enough cautions to where they should be able to make it. Alright, we're back rolling. Corey Wright, Trevor Avernoff brings them down. Right now, outside lane still continuing to struggle tonight. You want to be 11 to go and get to the start-finish line, and now, this point of the race now, you don't lift, you don't cut the guy no brake, you don't do none of that. You're all take, no give at this point. Right now, down the back straight away. Corey's still trying to maintain lane control. Milcar jumping to the outside lane. Here comes the 84, desperately trying to get a win early in this season and lock himself into the playoffs. And right now, if you're on that bubble, that's about the best thing you can have happen to you. Right now, Milcar storming up the outside with Corey Wright. Out in the line, give it to Milcar again with Pearson, Scott White. Oh, contact between Winker and Wright. Oh, Milcar's going around hard into the wall. Wright stepping over. Massive shot. And for Corey Wright, the Daytona winner, it's going to be a tow more than likely. For Justin Milcar, man, the bad luck continues. All right. See what happens. Well. Oh, net code. Terrible net code. And from there, sends Corey up and over. Completely destroying the whole suspension underneath that 4. Trying to avoid Justin Milcar through this. Well. Net code's been on point tonight. There's no warning, he didn't even know it. Bang. From Corey Wright's on board, we'll go on board the nose where the hood can if it survives it. I don't even think Corey knows There's nothing really anybody can do. I mean, what can you do? Well, right now, Trevor Asrenaugh's still your leader. But man. Alright, can we just chill out in the chat section for a minute? Well, right now, as they run, it will still be. You know, we'll just make it easier. Be Asrenoff, Winker, Scott Wright, Cook, Pearson, Goings, Chavez, Glidewell, Thompson, and Austin. The top 10. So right now, yeah, it's really going to shake up the points for Justin Millicar. Just not coming back out onto the racetrack. Not knowing the damage to that 84, let's just say this. Wow. Worst case scenario really for Millicar early in the season. Still got a little bit of a season left. While we're under caution, going to reiterate the points. So Mark Pearson, Corey Wright, Landon Velicky, they both, all three of them know they are playoff bound. Dylan Conley, Trevor Austin, or Taylor Austin, Gavin Henson, Timothy Cook, Tyler Markell, Glidewell, Thompson, Millicar, and Bruton. The top 12 drivers above that cut line. For some, it has been a rough night out of the 12. We still got a long way to go. It's going to be 7 to go when it get back to. It's going to be 6 to go when it get back to the start finish line. Alright. Abernorth Winker brings her down. We're rolling again. 6 to go. Right now, Abernorth has to serve a penalty right at the start of the race. On lap 1. Has clawed himself back up into a Winning possession right now has got Scott Wright, Kevin Winker right behind him. Frank Chavez having a very quiet night. So is Pearson, who has Pearson been involved in 2 or 3 cautions, getting damage out of some of them. God, a wrecking again. Landon Veliky through. All right, that's going to wipe everybody out. Dylan Conley is involved in it. Kevin Allen, you see him involved. Scott Lee, massive damage. Charlie Morgan led 8 laps tonight. Justin Millicar has got even more damage to that 48 now. Trevor Harmon, meatball flag. Man, oh man. All right, look at it again. 6th caution of the night. We're in a 3-wide scenario. It looks like Gladwell just did not cut Veliky any brakes. Better look at it from right here. There's really nothing anybody could really do. That's some great onboard shots of this, but bam! Hard shot, mighty 83. First, let's go on board Landon Veliky through this whole deal. Other than maybe a little bit of damage from the contact, Veliky's gonna be all right. Justin Millicar's on board. Well, good night goes from bad to worse for Millicar. Dylan Connolly. He's just going to try to squeak through the middle, try to get through the hole. Unfortunately, the hole just closed up. Man, oh man. Well, I mean, really, you hate to see it for a lot of these drivers. We're under caution again for the big one with 6 laps to go. Damn, one called June took a hard shot. So right now, 50% of the people pick Trevor Astronaut to win. 12 says Kevin Winker. 37% somebody else not involved in the top threes. Right now, all right. However, nothing. Pearson brings it down. We're rolling again. Well, black flag. They're probably deeming him the cause of the caution. So 2 to go. Does anybody got anything for Astronaut? I don't know quite yet. We're going to start getting dicey. Well, regardless, white flag. 1 to go. Wrecking in the back. We're going to keep it green for the moment. Arenado leads White, Winker, Thompson, and Hinton in the top 5. And here comes Thompson with a massive run on the outside. Avernoff up the block. Not able to get there quite yet. I think Avernoff's got it. We'll have to wait and see. I made that car about as wide as he possibly can. And here comes Scott Wright to the inside. Right, Winker, Thompson, anybody can still win it. Great run by Trevor Astronaut through the tri-oval. They're going to get one more shot at the line. Wrecking, Astronaut. Barely. Trevor Astronaut's your winner from Talladega. Showing up there 4/1000 of a second. Not sure how close it is. Man, oh man. Hinton second, Thompson third, Winker fourth, Braden Powers will round out your top 5. Well, he felt like that he had it. He felt like that he had the car to win it. Certainly put on a statement, led 13 laps tonight, second only to Justin Millicar, who led 17. We're going to see exactly what our racing shows us. And there it is, 0.004 of a second. Go back to the start. See if we can't get it perfect. Right there, contact from Thompson to the back of the 89. And at the stripe. Well, damn. I'll get it right here in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, well, last lap, everybody's scrambling for everything they can get. Well, too far. But regardless, we'll get it right here in a minute. There we go. And that is the gap. Let's get Trevor Astronaut in here. Trevor Astronaut, Garrett Jenkins, up here in the beat. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. You called your shot, and you made it work. Just take me through the whole night. Right off the bat, drive-through penalty. Cautions kind of really saved you tonight. Just take us through the night from your perspective.
Yeah, I definitely jump-started the race completely on my own stupidity. But yeah, I did that and came from the back and just kind of my whole goal. I ran by myself this race, and I told them I was going to be running by myself. And I just my whole goal was to stay up front, be up front, and not relinquish the lead, pretty much. And yeah, I just stayed out as long as I could. I barely had fuel to make it there. Thank God they wrecked with that I don't know what that was. Probably with 4 to go, they wrecked. And that saved me enough fuel to make it to the end, and that's all I needed. So yeah, man, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the racing with this new set of people, new guys. It was fun. It's kind of just figuring out, learning new people and seeing what I could do here. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Yeah, man, started P1, finished P1. I can't be mad at that, brother.
Don't get much better.
Yeah.
Just take me. I do want to ask you a question since the update. Of course, I ran these cars earlier in HGR. Really, do you feel like since the update, the outside lane, no, the side draft was took away quite a bit, but do you feel like that's what kind of hindered the outside from really being able to do stuff tonight that we've normally seen the next gen in the outside lanes at Daytona and Talladega work? Do you feel like it's something that they did with the update with taking down the side draft, or do you feel like you just need more cars now versus what you needed before this last update?
I will say, so I do kind of appreciate this update because it's something completely different from all the other cars. They run like not like any other super speedway package that we have, so I can say at least I appreciate that. But I will say it does take it takes a town to get that outside going, but once you get it going, yeah, you just get it going. So it's definitely about how many cars are in what line, who's pushing who, and who you're going with. Because I definitely kind of had to manage to see on those restarts to see who I was behind or who was behind me, to see who I would be getting a push from and who I was gonna end up stacking the outside with until they got that run towards the end. Yeah, man. So it's just one of them things is who's where and who's doing what. But that side draft can definitely work because I was making it work earlier, just kind of all by myself. I think Winker was pushing me and letting off in the corners, and I was still kind of able to manage the side draft a little bit there. So yeah, it just all depends who's there and who's with you and who's going where. I don't know where that run came from on that final restart there, and I was going to block the hell out of it, which is what I did. And yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I enjoy these cars. A lot of people don't like them, but I enjoy it because it's different.
Well, buddy, last question. I'll let you get ready to go celebrate tonight. Jack Shat returns to victory lane tonight. Is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Hell yeah, I would. I gotta at least thank absolutely nobody because I ain't ran with a single person this entire race, and everybody's on a team, and I came out here and I whooped some ass. But aside from that, yes sir. Aside from that, I gotta thank the Jack Jack. Gotta thank Midnight Racing League putting this on the Super Speedway Series. I gotta thank everybody for running this race. I gotta thank you for putting on a broadcast. Can't wait. Always love to watch it. Can't wait to go back and watch it. And Yeah, man. Gotta just shout out everybody. This is cool. Something new to do on Saturday nights for me on midnight, and I love it, man. I love watching it. This is the first race I got to run, and can't wait for some more, man. I can't wait to go back out here and put the whoopings on some more people. I'm trying to be teamless all year. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's probably gonna affect my status here in the ML Midnight Racing League community. But hey, man, I'm just here for fun, and it's a good time any which way. Just trying to put on a show for the broadcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, I do. And for Trevor Astronaut tonight, first, welcome to the playoffs. And secondly, next time we're live here on the Raging Idiot Racing Network, hopefully we'll get to talk to you then.
Of course, man. Appreciate you each and every week, and hey, man, we'll see you next week and down the road.
All right, buddy. Trevor Astronaut, 4,000ths of a second, your winner tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir.
So, getting a man who is on the other end of losing this race. Bryce Hinton, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, 4,000ths of a second the gap tonight. Do you feel like there was something that maybe you could have done different? Coming off of 4, going down back straight away. Just anything you could redo over, what would you do?
Yeah, we almost got him. I'm so happy with this race. It was a good time. I think I could have waited a little bit to call. I called Aubrey up. I noticed him and I had the best tires from the pit cycles. I called him up. We could have got a little better run coming to the white flag and the tri-oval, and maybe that would have given us some more speed and made Trev think twice about coming up for the block. But I was expecting it, and we all checked up and kind of maintained down the backstretch, and we just kind of had to wait for him to get out of the way and get the momentum going off of turn 4. And, we did what we had to do. Trev was up there. I was pushing Aubrey, and I saw the opening on the bottom, came down, and Trev and Aubrey had an awesome save, even though they tangled up coming to the checkered. And, it was an exciting finish, and that's why we do this. I don't need a win every time. I'm happy with the top 5, happy just finishing on the lead lap most of the time. So had a good time.
Well, buddy, I wanted to ask you tonight, of course, outside lane not as overpowered as what we see most nights. But I do want to ask, really, do you feel like, I'm going to ask you the same question I just asked Trevor a moment ago. Do you feel like that maybe the update kind of what prevents the outside lane from really being able to form up a run? Or do you think it just takes a couple more cars now versus what it used to? Because we saw the bottom lane pretty overpowered tonight in terms of getting off the corner and being able to hold somebody at bay for who was on the outside. Just what was your take on the racing package for tonight?
Yeah, I got to be honest. This is the first time I've ran this car at this track in months. I don't run the next gen car. I'm a Gen 6 guy, but it seemed like the outside, like you said, didn't have a lot of power. It was really an inside dominant race. The only way we had a little bit of a run on the last lap is because I was pushing the whole time, letting the car heat up, and that's not, you can't maintain that during the race. So, yeah, I don't know what they did, if I don't have a reference point of what it was like before, but it definitely didn't seem like the outside was very powerful, no matter who was up there.
Well, buddy, last question, and then I'm gonna let you go out, get ready to celebrate. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I got to shout out the Big Show. Those are my guys that I run the hosteds with. Ray Garcia, he's basically taught me all the stuff I know about super speedway racing, using the aero pack of the car and pit strategy. Definitely got to shout those guys out. And the guys putting on the league, they obviously care a lot about what they do, and they put a lot of time into it. And it's great racing, man. So I'm happy to be here.
All right, buddy. Congratulations on a P2 finish. I know it ain't what you wanted tonight, but Bryce Hinton comes home second, gaining some big points towards that cut line. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Got 2 more interviews scheduled up. Aubrey Thompson, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, take me through the last lap. Really coming through the trouble. I mean, it looks like there's a little bit of contact between you and Trevor Avernoff, but really, is that just last lap? Everybody trying to get everything they can?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to beat up Trevor for that. I actually backed out so I wouldn't turn him completely. I didn't want to turn him a wreck. And me and Trevor, we're cool. So, it was a good run. I kind of felt like he was going to throw that block. But it is the last lap. I expect it. You know what I'm saying? Just glad that we all made it to the finish line. So.
Well, buddy, take me through the night. It was a long journey back up towards the top 10, let alone a third place finish. But really, do you feel like the race tonight? You know, it had 6 cautions, but all in all, we did get a couple green flag runs involved in it. But just take me through. Do you feel like the car with this package? What is your take on it, on how they drive, and really, how difficult was it to come from the back to the front over and over?
Honestly, the car, I think they screwed it up after the update, to be honest with you. But now you really can't do nothing with it, to be honest with you. The whole night the top line was not working, and somehow at the end we got it to work. I don't know how, but it did. It coming from 30th when I got wrecked and coming back up to the front, it was difficult. I mean, it really was. So.
Well, buddy, of course, knocking down the doorstep every week, trying to get that win. Do you feel like it's coming here sooner or later?
I mean, I hope so. If it don't, as long as I can stay up in points, make the playoffs, that's all we're really shooting for.
Right.
I mean, that's the biggest thing in doing this. So, just get a good finish and, keep finishing decent. Last week kind of killed me, but I made it back up this week, so we're all good.
Well, I want to ask you one last question. You know the answer is coming. Anybody want to thank night friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I just want to thank Jared for running with me, and I cannot remember who was it finished second.
Bryce Hinton.
Yeah, okay. I want to thank Bryce for pushing me because he was with me the whole time. So I mean, I really appreciate that. And thank you for the broadcast, and thank Justin for putting this league on.
All right, buddy. Aubrey Thompson will finish third tonight. Looks forward to looking to try to go up 2 more spots next week. Appreciate the time, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yep. Last interview coming up. And, of course, his win from last week, he really ain't got to worry about points for right now. Landon Velicky, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, not the night that you wanted to have right now. Be scored unofficially 28th. Just take me through the night. Rough night, honestly. But that's the part with winning last week at Atlanta. Really ain't got to worry about nothing till the playoffs goes around. But just take me through the night. Really take me through that last caution that you were involved in. Everybody kind of jumped 3 wide. What was your take on things?
Well, I'll start by saying, this isn't going to be a very positive interview, so I apologize for that. That car is awful. That car, the way it races now, is just absolutely terrible. No, you can't go anywhere. You can't. The only option you have to try and gain spots is by doing what I was doing the entire race and splitting the middle. That's all you can do. And problem with that is sometimes it happens so quick, people don't realize they're getting split, and then they turn down on you, which happened about 3 different times to me in that race. So, I know I'm gonna try and convince them, and I know Justin. He's on the side of wanting to have the Gen 6 car instead of that. And the Gen 6, that racing is the best you can have on super speedways. It is so good. It's just the best. And my personal opinion, we gotta replace this with that car. I mean, it is just horrendous. That said, it also didn't help that I lagged out twice, thanks to who knows what's going on. Just continuous lagging out problems for me. And yeah, I don't know. It was the good thing is, like you said, last week got the win. Okay, that's all good. But neither me or Dylan won, so that's not good. I'm trying to get as many as we can before these playoffs roll around, but just tonight that wasn't it. Tonight was not it. That was just that was oof, it was rough. But for that last thing, what that was an absolutely generational run for half of a lap. I restarted 18th, and by the time we came out of turn 4, I was like 7th or something, 8th, just ripping through the middle. And it was awesome. And because then I got Jared came with me. I think Aubrey came with me as well. Dylan got to me then at some point in that run. And then I get turned. So, and then immediately lagged out right after that. So, going into turn 1 under that caution. So I just nosed it into the wall. Because they said they wouldn't give me my laps back.
Well, buddy, I want to ask you, as August comes to a close and we look forward to September, there's 2 more dates for September where we go back to Atlanta, 1 Xfinity, 1 Next Gen. I wanted to ask, does that kind of shape your mindset, being that, we know Atlanta's your bread and butter tonight? Does that kind of give you does that kind of make you sleep easier tonight as far as trying to get them wins and some of his bonus points going into the playoffs, which will start October 12th at Talladega?
Yeah, 100%. Atlanta. If I finish second or worse in an Atlanta race, I wasted my time, basically.
Oh,
so that's, and I genuinely am not trying to be cocky. It's just I don't know why I'm so good there, but I just know it and I get it, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to the next gens at Atlanta, but it is still Atlanta, so I think you're still going to have the same general racing principles there. So I think that might be okay. But I mean, you know me, I'm a PGR guy. I've won Daytona and Atlanta in PGR, very nearly Talladega about 3 separate times. I know how to run those too, but it's just not in that car. That car is so bad, Garrett. It is the worst car on this surface. And they ruined it. They absolutely ruined it. But I know the reason they ruined it was because they wanted to make it more realistic, and I get that. What the car used to be was a Gen 6, basically, back in like February or whatever. Well, then they slowed the cars down because I think something about the Coke drivers were hitting the chip during their Clash race at Daytona. So, of course, they immediately sent out an update and then neuter the cars. And it was still somewhat manageable then, even though it wasn't as fun because the runs were a little slower. Now they've just completely nuked them. And for the sake of being realistic, I get it, but it's just bad. It's... Ugh. And I mean, I don't have it figured out either. That's the second time I've ever raced that car. The first time was PGR last week, or 2 Thursdays ago, I think, when, at least in this new update. And I mean, I led some laps in that race, but you just can't do anything, and that doesn't make me really feel good because I want to race, and it's one of those cars, but. Again, the Xfinity and the truck car does the same thing. The gridlock, exactly. Trucks are somewhat okay. Xfinity's a little worse when it comes to that, and then that car is just straight gridlock. You can't do anything. So, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe a lot of people saw that and say, let's change this. I hope so, because that was just... Ugh.
Well, buddy, last question before we get out of here tonight. Is there anybody you want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, as always, and all the other admins for putting the league on. I know I'm bitching right now, but they do a great job, and you gotta appreciate them doing this twice a week, Fridays and Saturdays, to put this on for everybody. It's really good to have that. You for the broadcast, uh, as always, and uh, uh, War Eagle, War Damn Eagle, by the way. And how about Alabama choking? Not even choking. Their dynasty's over, and I'm going to feast in that. So shout out Florida State for destroying them today, and War Damn Eagle. That's it.
All right, buddy. Landon Villa keep a walk out of here tonight, 28th, but knows that he is still safe for the playoffs. Appreciate your time, buddy. Hopefully, when we're rolling to Atlanta next week, we'll talk to you back in the winter circle.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Ain't no problem. Me personally, I ain't got nothing to look forward to in football, college-wise, because I'm a Duke fan. Their football program normally sucks. Anywho, going through the final results for tonight. Astronauts, your winner by 4/1000 of a second over Bryce Hinton, Aubrey Thompson, Kevin Winker. Brain Powers, your top 5. Scott Wright, Frank Chavez, Jared Haynes, Timothy Cook, Gavin Henson, Juan Cos Jr., Trevor Harmon, Justin Millicar, Mark Pearson, Kevin Allen, Willie Bruton, Aaron Rowland, and Taylor Markell, your top 18. On down through the field. Charlie Morgan, Dylan Connolly, 19th and 20th. Brandon Goings, Taylor Austin, Bradley Berry, Scott Lee, Goran Gladwell, Corey Wright, Dustin Seck, and Landon Velicky. Very frustrating night for the 62, but go back to his wheelhouse next Saturday in Atlanta. Logan Young, Jared Smith, Aaron Stanton, Robbie Adams will round out the 32-car field for tonight. And that being said, appreciate everybody for watching tonight. No broadcast tomorrow night because I'll be in Darlington for the Southern 500. So no broadcasts tonight. Monday's up in the air. Inspire 250, September 8th. The best drivers Inspired has to offer going for the biggest prize, biggest race of the season next to the championship. Catch all that action September 8th. I'll be on a Monday right here from the Raging Idiot Racing Network. So yeah, later on throughout the week, sure there'll be some more HGR. Midnight obviously will return next Saturday at Atlanta. And until then, thank you everybody for watching. Been a great night of racing. I'll see all of y'all during the next broadcast. Stay safe. Take it easy.